Praise Pathways, Breaking Down the Old Testament, a quick guide to 1 Kings. In the beginning, King Solomon rises to power, son of David, inheriting a kingdom in harmony. He prays for wisdom over riches, a request that finds favor with God, who blesses him abundantly. Solomon's reign brings prosperity to Israel. He is celebrated for his wisdom and his kingdom's wealth, leading a golden age that extends the border from Egypt to the Euphrates. The construction of the Temple of Jerusalem, a magnificent religious monument, becomes Solomon's passion project. 7 years of meticulous crafting in God's presence fill the temple, making it a symbol of spiritual unity. But Solomon's reign is not without flaws. He marries foreign wives who bring their gods, leading Solomon to stray from his faith. This displeases God, who foretells the division of the kingdom after Solomon's death. Upon Solomon's passing, his son, Rehoboam, ascends the throne. But his harsh ruling style sparks rebellion, and the kingdom splits. Israel to the north, under Jeroboam's rule, and Judah to the south, under Rehoboam. Jeroboam, fearing his people might reunite with Judah, sets up golden calves for worship, leading Israel further into idolatry. This act incurs God's wrath, and a line of mostly wicked kings follows Jeroboam in the north. Ahab, one of the wicked kings, marries Jezebel, a devotee of Baal. She leads Ahab and Israel further into paganism. Elijah, the prophet, warns Ahab of a severe drought as punishment, but Ahab ignores him. The drought strikes, and during this time, Elijah performs miracles and confronts Baal's prophets. The climactic confrontation on Mount Carmel results in a victory for God's power over Baal, and the prophets of Baal are slain. Despite his victory, Elijah faces death threats from Jezebel, leading him to flee. In solitude, he experiences God's still, small voice, encouraging him to continue his mission. He anoints Jehu and Elisha to carry on his work. The kings of Israel continue in their wicked ways, ignoring the warnings from prophets like Elisha. They suffer wars and instability, while the southern kingdom of Judah sees a mix of good and evil kings. One of the good kings, Hezekiah, leads a spiritual reform in Judah, removing idolatry and reinstating Passover. Despite the looming threat of Assyria, his faith in God saves Judah from invasion. Assyria, once a looming threat, eventually falls to the rising power of Babylon. In the north, Israel falls to Assyria due to its immorality and idolatry, marking the end of the northern kingdom. The southern kingdom of Judah persists but wavers between righteousness and wickedness under different kings. Despite warnings from prophets like Jeremiah, Judah eventually falls into Babylonian hands. Through Jeremiah, God promises a day when he will write his laws on people's hearts, not stones. He forecasts a new covenant, hinting at a future hope even amidst despair. In the midst of exile, the faithfulness of Daniel and his friends in Babylonian courts shines bright. Their refusal to compromise on their faith demonstrates God's protection and providence. The book of 1 Kings ends with Jehoiakim, a captive king of Judah, receiving favor from a Babylonian king. Despite captivity and exile, there remains a glimmer of hope for the fallen kingdom. 1 Kings takes us on a journey through highs and lows, showcasing human frailty against God's steadfastness. It is a profound reminder of the consequences of disobedience and the hope that springs from faith and repentance. Through the narratives of Solomon, Elijah, and others, 1 Kings paints a picture of our struggles and triumphs in faith. It urges us to seek wisdom, stay true to our beliefs, and remain hopeful even in the face of despair. In closing, 1 Kings isn't just a historical account of kings and kingdoms. It's a testament to God's enduring love and faithfulness to his people, a timeless message that remains relevant in today's world. Thank you for joining this simplified journey into 1 Kings. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we continue our exploration into the Old Testament with the book of 2 Kings. If you believe in the positive impact we're striving for, share this video with friends, family, or anyone you think might resonate with our message. Let's grow this community together.